Hello guys, in this video we are going to talk about income statement. Income statement or statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income is the first statement that has to be prepared by the business organizations. This statement is prepared for the period. For example, let us say we have to prepare it for the period from the 1st of January 2020 until the 31st of December 2020. Indeed, the formula for this statement is very simple, as follows: incomes minus expenses equal profit or loss. Of course, the above mentioned formula has to be structured, but we are going to explain its structure with an example in another video. Even though the formula of income statement or statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income is simple, there is one difficult concept that we have to understand deeply well, and that is accrual principle, or sometimes referred as an accrual accounting. The accrual principle is an accounting concept that requires transactions to be known and recorded in the time period in which they happen or occur, regardless of when the respective cash flows for the transactions are received. The whole idea behind the accrual principle is that financial transactions or financial events are properly recognized and recorded by matching incomes against expenses when transactions such as sale occur, rather than when the actual payment for the transaction may be received. To be more concrete, let us give two examples. The first example: we sold some inventories for 20,000 euros this year, but we are going to receive cash for this transaction next year. The accrual principle requires us to recognize the income this year, not to wait until the next year when we receive cash, because the transaction occurred or happened this year. So we record this transaction as follows. We debit accounts receivable for 20,000 euros and we credit incomes for 20,000 euros. The next year, when we receive cash for this transaction, we record as follows. We debit cash for 20,000 euros and we credit account receivable for 20,000 euros. So as we see, the next year we do not record anything at incomes because we have already recognized incomes. And the second example, we received the bill for the rent for 10,000 euros, but we are going to pay for it next year. Again, the accrual principle requires us to recognize the expense this year, not to wait until the next year when we pay cash, because the transaction occurred or happened this year. So we record this transaction as follows. We debit rent expenses for 10,000 euros and we credit rent payables for 10,000 euros. The next year when we pay cash, we record as follows. We debit rent payables for 10,000 euros and we credit cash for 10,000 euros. As we see, the next year we do not record anything at rent expenses because we have already recognized expenses. All in all, income statement or statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income is a simple statement, but we shouldn't underestimate it, since it can be complicated if we do not understand clearly the accrual principle. So make sure you understand well this concept. This is all for today, guys. Till the next video.